Hi guys, Matt Braxton here with your final part of my review for Drop Dead Divas Season 4 Finale Part 4. And it's amazing that we're up to Part 4 and we haven't really discussed that much of the finale. But look guys, feel free to leave comments as I've been saying throughout each and every segment. And honestly, if there's more that you want me to discuss or review, I'm very happy to do it. I really wish I could find a website that just let me talk and talk and talk. Because the first time I actually recorded everything I wanted to say, it was actually 45 minutes long. So, seriously, I could talk till the cows come home, and I have one very big problem here in Australia. And don't worry, we are going to get to that part about, sorry, let's just set that stopwatch. We are going to get to that part about what's happening with Owen and what's happening with Jane. But before we do, I have something I want to say to each and every Australian out there. As I said earlier in this review, I went into the JB Hi-Fi store, asked the guy about the DVD, and he turned around and asked me what that, Dr. Diva, was, which shocked me. Anytime I talk to people or write to new people I haven't met or whatever and just say, what do you think of Drop Dead Diva? Or if they say to me, what's your favourite show? And I say Drop Dead Diva, they turn around and they say to me, what is that? I've never heard of it. And I know that it sounds stupid, but I find it really frustrating that Australians don't know what Drop Dead Diva is. If you turn around and say to them, have you heard of Boston Legal? Have you heard of Ally McBeal? Have you heard of The Practice? Have you heard of Law and Order? All shows that pertain to courts in one way or another. They turn around and they say, oh yeah, of course, love those shows. You turn around and ask them about diva-ish sort of shows such as, who knows, Gossip Girl, Pretty Little Liars, all that. Oh yeah, no, that show, no, that show. How in the world do you not know Drop Dead Diva? I understand that people in Australia may not know Jane by Design, another show that I love. I have to catch up with it, but love it as well. But how do people not know this show? I mean, this has got to be the best show I've ever seen. And ever since season 1 of Charmed came out, it was my favourite show, and nothing could ever top that until the first day I saw the season 1, episode 1 of Dr. Diva. And since then, I actually turned around and said to my friends, I know I said I would never change my mind about Charmed. But after 8, 9, 10, however long I've been, many years, I have found a show that has topped it. Drop Dead Diva is awesome. How do people not know about the show in Australia? It was on Go. It was on Go for long enough for people to watch it. The ads were amazing. I mean, that's what got me into it. I started watching it on Go. I missed the first episode. I saw the second one, missed the third one because I was out, missed the fourth one because I was out, got the fifth one, and then actually went back and watched from season 1 and watched the whole lot. How can people in Australia not want to see Love or No, a show about a young aspiring model who dies and ends up in the body of a plus-sized lawyer? It really upsets me. So if there's anyone out there from Australia that's watching this and is screaming at me through the computer screen, excuse me, Mark, but I watched the show and I love it. If that's the case, please tell someone. And if you've told someone, tell them to pass it on. And let's just pay it forward, pass it on to everyone in Australia, so much so that not only do we get Drop Dead Diva back on free-to-air TV and on pay TV, if it's even on pay TV, not only that, we want to get season 2 of the DVD out now because season 3 is already out in the US, and I want to see a copy of the soundtrack in stores as soon as possible. So if you love the show and you are Australian, I don't care where you come from in Australia, get out there, tell people, write to the TV networks as I have done, and tell them we want Drop Dead Diva back. Now the bitching session is over. Let's say how much we love America. America, I love you guys. Thank you so much for obviously doing enough with the ratings to keep Drop Dead Diva around for 4 years. If it wasn't for you guys, I mean, clearly, if it was for Australia, it would never happen again. But if it wasn't for you guys tuning in every week and loving the show as much as you do, we wouldn't have had 4 seasons. And I'm really praying that we have a 5th one. I mean, there would just be too many reasons to, to have one, not to, if that makes sense. So, yeah, thank you, America. Please tune in every week. I mean, I know that I'm not affiliated with any way other than being a fan, but please, for the love of at least myself and Australians who do love the show, if there are any out there, please keep tuning in, please keep the ratings up, please write in and tell them we want season 5, yada 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 yada, because we need to keep seeing this show. Drop the Diva can change this world. I'm sorry, it sounds ridiculous, but the positivity from that show, the life lessons that we learn from that show are absolutely amazing. So seriously, please keep tuning in, and I know we have to wait for 8 to 10 months for the next season to come out, but write into Lifetime, tell them how much you want to see season 5, and let's get season 5 on the air as soon as is possible. I wish we could have it on before, well, when it's next meant to be out, which is in June, July, earliest according to the last couple of episodes. Now, time is running out, so let's get on to the last part. So, where we left off, Jane had pressed the return button, while Owen had walked in on Deb Jane and Grayson kissing. Deb Jane turns around, and all of a sudden, next thing you realise, Owen has fainted, pertaining to the heart condition that he has, and the shock obviously was way too much for him. One thing that I found really yaw, to be honest, was after the whole Jane and Grayson kiss, Jane all of a sudden went into poor Owen mode and what the heck have we done as far as Grayson's concerned mode. And I hated that. Yes, this is going to sound rude, yes, it's going to sound mean and wrong, but I honestly wish that Jane would have turned around and said something along the lines of, Grayson, do you have a cell phone? Dialed 911, said, hi, we need an ambulance here, someone fainted, thrown the phone away and gone off on a pre-honeymoon with Grayson, because seriously, who cares about Owen? You just kissed Grayson, you see Owen fainting on the floor, and because you care so much about people, which seriously, I do too, but you know, it's a TV show, so you know, because you care so much about Owen, all of a sudden it becomes, oh my god, Owen, Grayson, what have you done? Well, what you've done is you're fulfilling the destiny that you always wanted to have. You kissed Grayson, which is what you wanted to do. Who cares if it was on your wedding day? You didn't even take one step down the aisle, let alone say your vows, so it was fine. You were allowed to kiss Grayson. Now that that's out the way, Owen eventually wakes up, or it appears to be Owen anyway. And Jane says, Owen, and the next thing we see is Owen's eyes doing this and his mouth saying this. Where am I? And it was really weird. Unlike Owen's voice, it was more like, where am I? So I think it's safe to assume, I mean, because some people will probably say it was Owen disoriented. I've actually heard 2 people say to me that, sorry, not to me, but on a forum, have said, oh, that was just Owen disoriented. Yeah, I think we all know that that's Jane, and I really hope that it is. Okay, guys, that's the end of the episode. Love, by the way, that Jane is hopefully coming back. Love that she went into Owen's body if she did, because seriously, how amazing would that be? Really would love if the producers and writers and all that start off next season with Jane telling Grayson. I would love for her to go, oh, I'm the real Jane. This is Dad, by the way. You know, no, something more along the lines of, I'm Jane. And then Grayson goes, no, this is Jane. And Jane turns around and goes, no, this little Miss Tap Tap Booty Bounce is not Jane. She is another woman. She is an imposter. Her name is Deb. So that would be really, really interesting. But considering it's like the first episode of next season, it might be a bit yaw. I don't know. But, you know, I have found, episode 1 of season 4 was great, but the others have been a bit yaw. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I am running out of time. So guys, thank you so much for paying attention to me, and thank you so much for sticking it all the way through if you had. Please feel free to write those comments in. I will get back to every single one of you. And thank you once again to everyone involved in Drop Dead Diva, writing people, behind the scenes people, directors, assistant directors, camera people, actors, and especially the viewers for tuning in each and every week and keeping the show running. We love you guys. Without Drop Dead Diva, I really don't know how my life will be right now. So thank you to everyone in America. And all you Australians, get out there and promote that show, because seriously, we need it back on free-to-air TV. I'm Mark Braxton. I hope you've enjoyed today's little review of Drop Dead Diva Season 5, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.